to Gunna, to the queen herself again, Mary J. Blige, Ludacris, the Migos. I mean, they really did their thing. Lil Wayne, and so comparison to that, I feel like I don't know who won. To be honest with you, like it was a great show. The Super Bowl was great, and All Star Weekend was phenomenal too.
Well, I felt like I should have watched the All Star halftime show.
Look.
I think I would have been more entertained by that.
Probably so, but yeah.
I think I would have
Anyway,
been more entertained by that.
let's get to these current events and hot topics.
These hot topics. This week has
What's
been
up?
like crazy.
It really has.
And let's start with like the penises.
Oh my gosh.
All these penises has been
You would. You would. She would. She would.
okay.
Go ahead.
Let's start out. Okay, what in the fuck was the big deal about Nelly's dick? I don't understand. And I didn't see the clip. I did not see the clip. I didn't see the girl until I got to work the next day. I didn't know because they was making fun of his itty bitty teeny weeny itty. So I was like, he has a small package. So I'm just like, so when I finally saw the video, I was like, I mean, he's not the biggest, but he's not the smallest. Like I was like, he has an average dick size. Like, so why are people going in on him? And what I respect about it is Nelly, he didn't let it faze him. He actually apologized to the girl and her family and for the embarrassment that the woman had got, all the backlash that she had got. But his penis wasn't like anything that like I've seen smaller.
Wow. As you can see.
I mean, it was an average size penis. and then I saw a meme on Instagram showing that like he had a small penis, but he's worth $40 million, and it was like, like I would still eat on that. I would still eat on it.
Anyway, like I said, y'all ladies, you can't have it all right? You just can't have it all, man. Hey, look, that man is comfortable in his own skin. Like, so let that man be him, all right? They want to have all the jokes, but like I said, that man still is bringing in them dollars, and I'm pretty sure any other female out here will be willing to jump up on that.
And you have to
So,
understand,
whatever.
we are in the age of social media. Like, you're going to be if you're going to record it, 9 times out of 10,
It's going to get leaked.
it's going to get leaked, especially if you're messing with a celebrity.
The internet is unforgivable.
Yes, unforgivable, especially if you're messing with a celebrity, it's bound to get out.
Well, since you talking about penis sizes and all this other craziness, I ain't gonna lie, man. From the word around the street is my boy Pete Davidson is doing his thing.
Okay, well,
He's saying that's what they saying, man. They saying Pete Davidson is doing his thing, man. From Ariana Grande, now Kim Kardashian. Hey,
before we get to the Kardashians, because that's a whole it's a lot to cover with the Kardashians.
It really is,
as usual, and we're tired of bringing them up. But they know how to play the media so well
that is true.
We have to bring them up.
We do.
But before we bring up
What's up?
the Kardashians, let's bring up another dick situation.
Oh my gosh.
Little Fizz.
I'm tired of hearing about the dicks.
The dick, the tip of his dick looks like a mushroom. It looks like a mushroom. I saw his dick, and I was like, what's wrong with it? It's deformed. And he's circumcised. But the top of his head, the head of his dick is so fat, it looks like
What is it?
the head of his dick is bigger than the rest of his dick. The head is the biggest side, the biggest thing on his penis. And that shouldn't be, is it?
Hey,
I don't think it
haven't
should
seen
be.
it, so
It shouldn't be that big. His dick head should not be bigger than the shaft.
What?
I would be scared for him to penetrate me just with the head.
So you'll be scared if he said, "Let me just get the head in."
Yes, the head is.
Just let me put the head
huge.
in.
The
Maybe
head-
that's all you need is put the head in.
Maybe that's all he does need to do is put the head in. Cause the head of his dick is huge. It's ridiculous. It's deformed.
Hey,
I wouldn't want to show that on the internet. And he was like jacking off. He was touching himself.
hey, I guess he's trying to make that money because he got an OnlyFans.
Oh yes, he has an OnlyFans, but baby, I don't want to see that. I wouldn't pay to see that either. So get her. Everybody's getting this cosmetic botch surgery and shit. Get something. He don't have no problems getting the ladies.
He really don't.
He doesn't.
People are still paying to see him.
They are, but the mushroom dick. That's his new name. Little Fizz, you got a mushroom dick.
Man, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I guess shout out to everyone that like mushrooms.
and I happen to like mushrooms.
Well, there
That's
you go.
The thing about it. That's the thing about it. So before we get into the whole thing with the Kardashians, because it's a lot to cover with them.
It really is.
Let's go into all these assaults and sexual assaults and battery assaults against Chris Brown.
Here we go again with this same topic. Like, now we got another female coming out, I guess.
Another one. It's two of them.
Well, like I said, when it comes to the whole assault situation, like, with Chris Brown, I feel like he just can never win. He really can't never win. This man's
because
coming
of
out
what happened with Rihanna.
Exactly. And I feel like because he's been really blackballed in media as this woman beater, as this guy who is hardcore, the substance abuse issues he's having, he's always been in this negative space. He can't get a break, period. And all of this stuff is happening right before his album is about to drop.
And he says that. He said that all the time.
It's crazy. Matter of fact, I think I talked about when Tory Lanez made a statement. He was like, man, just let my boy Chris be great. Just let the man do what he has to do. And nothing against these females that are coming out. If it happened, I do pray that justice gets served. Mm-hmm. Like, just being 100%. I do not agree with anybody assaulting women against their will, period.
Right.
But when these things happen, why do you wait until something major happens to come out about it?
Right.
Are you looking for a payday?
Right.
Like, seriously, are you looking for a payday?
Right. I agree.
And since we're talking about that too, I don't know if y'all heard about this or not, but getting back to my boy R. Kelly, he is now in headlines again. R. Kelly has now dismissed his entire legal team just to take up the attorney who represented Bill Cosby.
I would do the same thing.
I would too. I guess, R. Kelly is basically saying, look, I need to find out who represented Bill Cosby because I'm trying to get these charges dropped. I'm trying to get up out of here.
R. Kelly is like, look, the first time I blamed it on my brother, but it was really me.
Yeah.
And she was a minor. But this time, I didn't hog tie no 14-year-old. I hog tied some 18 and older. Yeah. He was like, I wasn't messing with nothing but 18 and older, and I know he learned his lesson from that. He was like, he liked them young. He liked them young, which a lot of the men in the industry do. But he started at a legal age, 18 and up. But because of his previous allegations he had against him, they threw the book at him.
But you know what?
Isn't fair.
And it is not fair because it goes back to double jeopardy. Like, I feel like when someone is, even if he did it or not, okay, if someone is acquitted from a previous, charges, then I feel like that still shouldn't be something that is held against him when it comes to these current charges. But to be honest with you, I think with R. Kelly, what really messed him up was when Lifetime came out with that documentary, Surviving R. Kelly, that really it basically took him out. All these women coming up and talking about everything that happened with him, the media really just took that and it just made him look like this predator that was, vicious, and he was out seeking them. And a lot of the times the girls were recruiting these girls to come to him. But
they're women of age, like they
were. It was a chick that was like 47 years old.
It's a choice that you can make.
Yeah.
Like, stop. Sometimes, like, I'm all for girl power. I don't condone sexual assault. I don't condone domestic violence, and I don't condone rape or anything like that. But if you are 24 years old and R. Kelly comes to you and says he's gonna do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and you end up sleeping with him, it's not his fault. Some of the blame has to be put back on these females
True.
that are of age
Exactly.
and are consenting to the things that he's doing. So they are just taking his previous image and putting it on now, and it's I think it's wrong. I do think it's wrong because these women that are coming out now about R. Kelly, it doesn't matter because women are of age.
Exactly.
And whatever you do with him, you can agree to it or disagree and walk the fuck out. That's what I
And
have
not
to
even
say.
that. Let's go on to the fact that, like, once again, my point is another black man who has been successful that's in the media. Why do we always depict the picture of black men and we just drag them in the ground and we penalize them and we give them this monster image when white men have been doing the same thing to black women since this country was founded?
Yeah.
If we want to give you some facts, to be honest. So, you know, I really do hope that R. Kelly is able to move past this, and I hope society can forgive this man and realize he is human. Okay?
Right.
Moving on to...
Let's move on to the brawl between Danny Lay's brother.
What's his name?
and
Brandon Bill, I think. Yes, Brandon
Billy,
Bill.
something-
Brandon Bill.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And the baby.
I'm so sick of the baby, man. I'm just sick of this man, bro. I really am. I don't even like even talking about the baby, to be honest.
Well, in
He's
actuality,
doing too much. He just doing too much. He's too cocky, and this man feel like he is invincible. This man has done crazy things, has offended people from the LGBT community, Q community, I'm sorry. You know, with his rants about people having AIDS and all this other stuff, to, you know, throwing his baby mama out on Instagram Live and all this other stuff. I mean, like,
yeah.
like, bro, what do you think that you are invincible? And he's
Yeah.
very unapologetic.
He is.
He's very, and it's like now you over here brawling out with the girl's brother.
Of course, and I understand as a brother, I would feel some type of way, like,
That's
because
his sister.
I've been in those situations. Do not fuck with my family. I have gotten into it with, like, my brother. He's low key, you know, because I'm the oldest, so I'm the protector. So when my sister bringing these no lives niggas home and they got something to say. You know, sometimes I gotta just like. Sometimes I gotta
Clap
lay
back.
the, I gotta lay the law down.
No, that's true though. You know what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
lay the law down.
Family blood is blood.
It's blood is blood. I'm gonna take my blood over everything. So, you know, sometimes I had to
Handle it.
I had to handle it. But out of all places, why would you confront him at a bowling alley?
Come on, bro.
And that was a slippery slope.
It was.
And it was him against him and his 6 homeboys, all on that slippery ass bowling alley. And then what the bitch move was,
Nonsense.
they weren't throwing no real punches. They was pulling the man's hair.
That's ridiculous.
That's what women do. That's what women do.
That's
Isn't that what women do? They're just dragging this man by his hair. Be a man about it. What did Tony Braxton? And thank you. What did Tony Braxton say? Yeah, just be a man about, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, so, you
Okay,
know,
well,
like,
we want to remind you to log in
yes.
on YouTube. Log in into Black Ink Radio, and we're live on Black Ink Radio, so you can watch this and
you
stream
can
it
see
live.
us now. But anyway, like she was saying or whatever, like it was really just I'm not even finna even use this type of language, but it was really just a immature move on the baby's part doing what he did. And enough talking about him. In recent news, I want to talk about something that has been really on my heart, and that's definitely been about this whole situation with the murder of Dante. Right, and if you don't know about the case, Kim Potter, who was an ex-police officer, she mistakenly used her gun supposedly when Dante Wright was fleeing the scene. She thought that she was going to use her taser, but she used the gun and she shot him and she killed him. Now, the verdict came in and she was sentenced to only 2 years in prison for killing this young biracial male. And to me, I feel like this is where our justice system continues to drop the ball. 2 years for killing, matter of fact, it was her negligence on why the boy is dead. And because you say you didn't mean to do it, that's an excuse for you to not have to suffer the severe consequences. This boy he was a father. This boy has a mother. He didn't even get a chance to reach his in his early 20s yet before he was, gunned down by an officer who did not use proper protocol. So this country got things all messed up once again. So and then she was a police officer. So that shows me now that police officers still have this immunity from the government where they're not able to be held accountable for their actions. And it's a sad case.
It is a sad case, but I still think it's going to continue to happen. Because it's been happening for years and years. Racism is not going anywhere. No. It's always going to be here, and I think the same thing's going to happen. A lot of people were confused, and it was debates that I had with plenty of people, plenty of close friends and stuff, where they was like, this is not going to happen anymore because of George Floyd and stuff. This was the first time it was recorded on TV. What do you mean this was the first time it was recorded on TV? What did you remember Rodney King?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean this is the first time it was it's going to continue to happen because racism will never die. It's going to continue to exist, and it's embedded in these white people, Caucasians, whatever the fuck you want to call them, at a young age. So they grow up thinking that we are the enemy. They think up dark is bad. They think black is bad. They automatically stem us as robbers, as thugs, as looters, as all this stuff. And white people are just gracious. But everything black, they associate everything with black as bad and white is good. And
that goes back to, and I just want to be clear. I'm not saying that all white people are this way. I have some of my close best friends are white, and I love them dearly, and they love me as well. And even some of them have actually commented on our show about certain topics we've had about, like, from Joe Rogan using the N-word. I do sincerely believe that there are white people as well too who do feel the same way that we feel when it comes to oppression of our people. And I love that because I feel like, there's good and bad in every race of people. It is, but to those who, do have a heart and who are taking the time to want to understand and learn about black culture and how we can make this country better, shouts out to that. This is not a conversation for you. This is just a conversation for the oppression and just our, system and this basically how we were founded. It's a conversation for America to have that we don't like to have. This officer, once again, killing this boy. Now, how many African-American men can we say who have been in murder cases who were sentenced to life in prison or given the death penalty? Numerous. Matter of fact, look at the system right now. Look at the ratio of black men that are in the prison systems right now who are committed murder the same way that this Kim Potter did. And where are they at?
Yeah. It's unfair.
Where's justice at on that?
And it's unjust.
It is.
It is unjust. And I think the previous administration, presidential administration, didn't do much about it, and the current one is not going to do much about it either. So it's something that is, as black African Americans, it weighs heavy on our heart because we know that it's not going anywhere, but not enough is being done about it. And that's what makes me mad. Yeah. And because we had a black president and still enough wasn't done, as you being a black man, knowing what we went through, knowing what you had to grow up and see, knowing what our history is, and still enough wasn't done for our people. And that's what I have to say on that.
Yeah, so just continue to keep your prayers out for Daunte Wright's family, and I really hope that this resonates with everyone, all of our viewers that are watching out there, to really take this into consideration and do what you have to do, whether it means going out to vote, going out to protest, going out to, voice your opinion on these issues so our country can see what's really happening with us. It's dividing us. Another thing, on a lighter note, giving props out to my girl, Nicki Minaj.
Oh, that's my
Nicki Minaj, y'all. So Nicki Minaj,
that's my girl.
She has once again made history.
Again.
Her track, Do We Have a Problem with Lil Baby?
Love it.
It actually, when it debuted, it blew out the top 7 on the digital. It's a digital release radio streaming. So it basically blew every other single that debuted digitally combined. We talking about hits from Adele, and also too, like I think it was like, I forgot how many streams it received, but she is now number 4 after Beyonce's Lemonade to do this once again.
Yes.
So shout out to Nicki Minaj for really.
Her. That's like my spirit. She's like my spirit animal. I just love Nicki because she don't give a fuck what people have to say about her. They can say this, and this, and she does not give a fuck. And she's going. She has not came down from her throne.
She hasn't.
Nobody can take her throne. Nobody that I can see right now.
But see, I don't think nobody's trying to take Nicki's throne. I feel like a lot of females, I feel like the situation with Nicki and a lot of the, female rappers and MCs, which is plenty of them. Shout out to all the female rappers and MCs doing their thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like Nicki, it was all about her for so long. I remember when she came out in 2008. So from 2008 to almost 2014, it was nothing but Nicki Minaj. Like she was like that chick she was crossing the boards, pop records, hip hop. She was doing her thing. So there was no one else, to really share the spotlight with. Mm-hmm. I feel like Nicki kind of got
the game.
She kind of really got, comfortable with being that, and that everyone, I feel like, has a feeling when it's, dang it, how can I top myself? Or here's this next chick coming in the game. Mm-hmm. How can I split this attention with her? I feel like, and a lot of times the media, play these female rappers against each other.
They do.
Like the situation with Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B. I just feel like Nicki needed to be more receptive when it came towards the rest of these female MCs that are coming up, because a lot of them idolize her, such as Cardi B. She idolized Nicki. But anyway, shout out to you, Nicki Minaj.
Yes, Nicki, we are so proud of you.
Yeah. And an even bigger shout out to my boy, Moneybagg Yo. Moneybagg Yo, I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I think he in love, man. I don't know if he fell in love with a Scorpio or what's going on, but with him and Ari, homeboy just got a 22-carat diamond ring. 22-carat diamond ring.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then
obviously he doing more than liking it. He loving it.
He loving it.
So shout out to that. We love seeing that, man. Way to represent for your girl.
Yes.
And we wish them much love as well too.
Yes. So let's go back to these scandals. Let's get dirty a little bit. Oh gosh. I like it dirty.
I bet you do.
Extra dirty, filthy. So let's go to Kanye.
About time,
right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's run it back. Okay,
let's go.
So Corey Gamble.
Oh my gosh. Kanye is going in on the entire family.
One thing that you cannot do is go against Kanye West, okay? Mm-hmm. That man
is going in.
He is going, and that's one person you do not go against him. Like, I do believe that he does have some mental health issues that needs to be addressed.
He does.
Which is not funny. It does need to be addressed, but that is one man you do not come for.
He's too erratic.
He then came after his wife.
Yeah.
The mother, all the whole like he don't give a
Pete Davidson,
fuck.
mama's boyfriend, he is just laid it out.
And the thing about it, Pete Davidson, this geeky ass nerd, Pete Davidson was in their house kiki, like he was just like he was their friend, and now he's Kim Kardashian's boyfriend. Now, Pete Davidson, do you really think Kim Kardashian, the billionaire, is going to stay with you? No. Her and Kanye know how to play the media.
Of course they do.
They know what to do. They know the ins and outs of it.
And how to spin it.
And how to spin it, everything.
Yeah.
Believe me, baby, you are not her type. If you look down the line, baby, you're a white man who has red bags under his eyes. You're corny. She is just playing this game with you right now. She's having fun. And you're the rebound. So best believe, just like all the rest of the Kardashians, they're going to spit you up. They're going to chew you up. and spit you out. Man. Just like they did Lamar. Just like they did Scott Disick. Just like they did
I disagree with you on that one because Lamar actually was the one that they really cared about Lamar. And they have said nothing negative about Lamar, even when he was going through his substance abuse issues. Like, they were actually there for him. And I really, truly feel that Khloe really loved him. And I think she still has love for him. Speaking of Lamar Odom, because he was talking about that on Celebrity Big Brother, but he still had feelings for Khloe. But I don't think that they really meant for Lamar to go down the route that he went down. So I got to disagree with you on that one, sis.
Well, I mean, as hard as he's tried, when he went through his rehabilitation with his overdose, thank God he survived.
Yes.
Khloe was by his side because you could tell that she really did love him.
Yeah.
She loves him, but she's not in love with him. I think there is love for him, and she will always love him. And he's on this show, on this platform, Big Brother, professing his love to her, saying, I want to talk to her or whatever. She doesn't want you anymore. Yeah. Did you see her when you married her versus what she looks like now?
Dang. She looks great.
She like
that was
baby.
We wasn't throwing shade.
You ruined a good thing. Like you ruined a good thing. I'm sorry to tell you, she doesn't want you.
Anyway, with Kanye West, y'all, like she was saying, like the divorce is even getting messier. Apparently, Kanye's lawyer has now, I think he filed a motion to go ahead and it's basically preventing Kim from when she gets single because they have assets together. He's afraid that when they separate, when she gets hers being back single again, that she could actually move some of their assets under her name. And so he's actually filed a motion. So it's getting really messy, y'all. But like you said, it's a Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. They know what to do when it's time, how to spin a story and how to stay in the headlines. Because Kanye West, despite all this mess that's going on, Kanye West is doing his thing when it comes to making them dollars. And it leads me barely have to say this, that he's releasing his Donda 2. All right, Donda 2 album is being released February the 22nd, and it's only being streamed on his STEM player. Now, this STEM player is basically, you have to go and buy it to hear the album. A lot of people been like, man, why would I go buy this man's STEM player? Let me tell you something. Already, he has silenced them. The album already has streamed 1.3 million. He's raking $1.3 million from people going ahead and pre-ordering. So it's not stopping him from making any dollars. So shout out to Kanye West for knowing how to get that bag. And he's supporting musicians. Like he's really changing the game when it comes to artists owning their music and artists being able to reap the benefits of their craft. Yes. Because he's no longer, with the situation we had in our last episode about Joe Rogan, like that also propelled Kanye to be like, you know what, I don't want my music on Spotify right now. You know, so he came up with a better way to where, hey, look, I'm eating from my own creativity. And I support him in that. To be able to balance all these different things he got going on and still raking in the money. Like, and now the album comes out on the 22nd.
And not only the album, this man has a Netflix documentary.
Oh, yeah.
A 3-part documentary on Netflix, and it's coming out weekly.
Yeah.
Now, let me just say, I was never a Kanye West fan.
I was old Kanye.
Yeah, but I was never like, I have to go to his concerts. Or, like, if I hear a song, I'll vibe to it. You know, I bop to it, vibe to it. Okay, it's a nice song.
Okay.
But wasn't never a fan. Like, I had to go to his concerts. Like I do my girl Beyonce, like I do my girl Nicki, like I do my man Chris Brown. Oh, if they coming to Atlanta, oh, you know I'm gonna be there. You know. When I watched the first part of the docuseries that is on Netflix, the first one is on Netflix right now.
Yes.
I have so much respect for this man. This man, first of all, I did not know. These are things that I did not know about Kanye.
Okay.
Did not know that he was a producer.
Yes, he was a producer before he started making music.
He produced half of Jay-Z's Blueprint album.
Jay-Z didn't want to let him go.
He produced for so many people, so many of those rappers back in the 90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. He produced so many of those albums. So he's like, you know, he wrote those beats actually for him.
Yeah.
But because they wanted his beats, they used it. So he went into, because he wrote so much for Rockefeller that he went into their offices and saying he played what's that song?
Big Brother? Which one?
Giving it
all
and
falls
it all
down
comes
with
down.
Selena Johnson.
Yes. So he went.
Yes.
So he was going to office, playing that song and actually rapping the lyrics to them, and they were just laughing at him, ignoring him, and you can see the disdain on his face, the disappointment on his face. Like, damn, like they don't see me as a rapper, they just see me as a producer. And even him walking through the hallway, like, yeah, this man is the truth. Like, give big up to him, he's the truth. But make sure you have my track ready, you know, so we can record. They didn't take him seriously as a rapper. But look at this man now. He was
$6.6 billion.
He's a billionaire. I admire his determination and the stuff that he was saying back in 2002, 1998. Yep. Like, he would say all that stuff came to fruition.
Yeah, it did.
It came to fruition, and he's a billionaire now. Yep. And the power of the tongue, and when you have so much, when you know you have a talent, and you know that you are good at something, you have a dream, you know it, and you have it deep in your heart, and you know that you have a gift, keep on going. That's what that showed me. That showed me a lot. Like, that man, I give props, kudos to that man. Kanye, you are a GOAT. You are an icon. And after this documentary, I actually saw a different side of him, because I always saw what the media wants to portray him as. And this man, he's a genius.
He is.
And the actual name of the Netflix show is Genius, a Kanye West trilogy.
And then too, like, he actually has the love and the support of the white community.
They love him.
The white community love Kanye. Him. They know every lyric to the song. They're the ones that has put him on this pedestal, to be honest with you. You know, so it's not just us in the black community that has supported Kanye. Like, they were able to embrace his creativity, and I'm telling you, when you got that type of influence on people, you're just going to continue to rise. And just another, like, you know, spiritual note to anyone out there who is really, you know, feeling like you don't know, lacking confidence basically in what you feel that God has told you, or what you have been gifted with, or have, you know, been blessed with. Make sure, just deny anything that is negative, deny anything that is against what God has told you to do, and continue to inspire. Like this show, you know, like we really like are empowered every day to make this work. because we know that, hey, we put in this work. We know that we use these God-given gifts and talents. We're going to reap a harvest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're reaping your harvest, people out there.
Make sure you like, stream.
Yes, and subscribe.
Follow, do all that.
Yes.
And again and again, make sure you are watching live on YouTube on Black Ink Radio.
Yeah, keep that turning in.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. All right, so, what we got next?
We are still on Kanye.
All right, let's go. Keep going. Come on, Kanye.
Because he keep making news. So Kanye, he is professing his love to his wife, saying he wants his wife back. Now, he is not the first person to do this publicly. Robin Thicke did it.
Yeah.
And he named his whole album when he got caught cheating. He made a whole album to his former wife, Paula Patton, and Quay, the one that Cardi's with. Offset.
Yeah.
Offset. He would go on Instagram Lives professing his love for her, and even interrupted one of her concerts and brought out all these flowers and stuff. So he's not the first one to do it. He is just the first one to do it and take it to a whole nother level. This nigga is taking screenshots of conversations that him and Kim are having and blasting them and putting them on Twitter, on his Instagram page. And she's like, why don't you keep our private conversations private? And he said, because I'm your number one fan and I want the world to know it. I want my wife back and I'm gonna do whatever it does. But I think what he's doing, the tactic that he's doing and he's going about it, is working against him. Because meanwhile, on Valentine's Day, he's professing his love for Kim. And she's out, what Pete Davidson, eating ice cream.
I guess the profession just isn't enough.
Yeah.
I feel like, too, though, like, there is nothing wrong with fighting for what you believe in and what you genuinely love. But the key of it is like, you have to be able to accept that if I don't receive what I'm looking for, if a person is not ready to forgive me, or if a person isn't ready to embrace where you're at, it doesn't make you a negative person or this bad person. Kanye West has to understand that it takes two people to make something work out. And obviously Kim is just done. She's just done.
I feel like she's
and
done
so no matter how much you continue to try to do it, Kanye, just be okay with where you are at and letting this woman live her life, and you guys co-parent the best way that you can.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen, because all the messiness and she's clearly out of love with it. Like, she's tired of it. And actually, to be honest with you, they lasted longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Because one thing I thought about Kim, Kim know how to use a meal. She know how to use a ticket. She know how to use and to get where she needs to go. And she does give a lot of credit to Kanye for exposing her to a lot with fashion and where she is now. And I was going to
say that because he really did take her to another level.
Yeah.
Based on her fashion and everything. He did.
Like she was his plus one at her very first Met Gala.
Yes.
Like when people made fun of her and said she would never go, and look at her now.
Yes.
So
and a lot of a lot of photographs she took with her nudity, because all those ideas came from him.
Yeah.
All those, like,
he's a creative genius.
He is a creative genius, and she is at the level she is because of him. He really changed her image when they got together.
They both had a beautiful work ethic. That's I think one thing that tied them together as being a power couple. But I
think they're too much alike. They have big egos. They love attention. I think they are just too much alike, and it clashed.
And they're not equally yoked. Kim is more like, because I think one of the major things that really set them off to the tip of the iceberg was when Kanye wanted her to just basically drop her entire life in LA to move to Wyoming and to be this, this housewife who is just, now the person that was, encouraging her to show her body. He's now, well, I found God and I need you to do this now. And she's like, you know what? This is my life. Like
Right.
I'm not going to lead everything that I've worked for. I never asked you to choose, and I've
Right.
always came, and been there for you.
Right.
So why are you now asking me to do these things?
She
And
said just because you're on
Yeah.
this path doesn't mean I have to
That
be
she's
on
on
this
the
path
path.
too. Right.
And then
That
too,
was
it
her path.
possibly could be that the fact that he doesn't want to see Kim be with anybody else or see Kim on a
That's
status
hard.
where she's elevated to where she
Yeah.
doesn't need him.
Yeah.
Because
and-
what type of man don't want to be needed? We want to be needed. We
Yeah.
want to feel like we are, being that provider, because it's our innate right and ability that we're born with is to be that.
Yeah.
So now that your wife is like, I don't really need you,
Yeah.
that can hurt. I think Kanye's ego is hurt more than
his
anything.
ego was hurt, but Pete Davidson, I would have laughed.
I mean,
like
obviously,
it's Pete Davidson, but
well,
she's
Pete
not.
Davidson,
He is not, and I don't know I don't know what Pete Davidson is packing under them pants.
they've been
he's
having
wearing,
these memes,
because
and Ariana Grande been.
He's been with
Hey,
some
he
beautiful
might be laying it
women.
down.
He has been with some beautiful
Oh,
women.
and he been with what's my girl name? Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah,
the chick from Underworld. Like,
Yes,
Pete Davidson.
He's been with some beautiful women, so I don't know if his personality, his spirit, his conversation. It could be a lot of things.
Well, she
but
says that
it ain't his looks.
he makes her laugh, but I think he does more than making her laugh.
Whatever. Yeah, he make her in the bedroom.
Probably
That's what
so.
it is.
She's probably not laughing at all.
So before we tie this interview up, I want to
What's up?
give a shout out to our old president, like literally old president, who has to sit down at all his press conferences. Joe Biden giving out crack pipes.
What? You talking about what?
Crack pipes
Crack pipes?
to crackheads.
No, you are lying. You're
No.
lying. Are you
No.
serious?
They're that serious.
No way. Joe Biden,
Yes.
he might really be.
What to what stop the infection rate or the AIDS rate or whatever the AIDS rate or whatever to cut down that. So he's giving away crack pipes to crackheads.
Isn't he like 80? Is it dementia or something? Is he suffering from any type of?
He's crazy.
Wow.
And I
Joe
regret
Biden might really be black.
like it's because I try to
I'm just
reason with
joking,
it.
I'm just joking.
I try to reason with. I'm like, okay, I remember when people used to go out in the street when the AIDS pandemic first blew up and people was giving out condoms on the streets.
That's serious, man.
But crack
Why
pipes. I'm trying to see where the crack pipes correlate with
Helping?
condoms and your sexual health and crack pipes.
You're right. Like, why would you give someone a crack pipe? You're basically influencing. You're enabling them, and you also making them feel that it's okay for you
to
to
do
keep.
it. Yeah.
And then we are supposed to be fighting against drugs in America.
Right.
And I wonder what is the ethnicity of the people he's giving these crack pipes to.
You already know.
Folks, it don't matter if
He's
you're
the one who
Republican
made
or
the-
Democrat, they all got their own agenda.
He made the 3-strike rule for black men to be in prison. After 3 strikes, you're out no matter what you did. You go into jail, your 3rd strike, you're in. Like, this is our president.
Well, I guess, I don't know if America, when they say let's make America great again, my thing is, when was America ever great? When were we great?
I don't know. When we were
Because when I think about greatness, I think about like equality. I guess when they think about greatness, they think about the economy. We're not thinking about the morality of the country. Because if we're thinking about morality, America was never great at that.
No,
Hopefully we can be, but
I don't think it's gonna happen.
But yeah,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
we pray it does. Y'all, just make sure y'all are able to go and subscribe to @SisWhat'sGood on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. If you want to follow our own personal Instagrams, you can actually see a link. But if you don't have the link, mine is Terrence Dixon Jr. _
Mine is Mrs. A. DaCosta Brown. And you can follow us on @SisWhat'sGood.
@SisWhat'sGood.
_
Yes.
You You can follow us and watch all our previous episodes
Yes.
on YouTube and listen to them on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And you can watch this live on Black
Black
Ink
Ink
Radio.
Radio.
Go back if you're just not joining in. Go back, rewind.
Yes.
See what we talked about. And like I said, I'm back, bitches.
She's back and never leaving. You looking at the
I'm
the
back.
host of
And-
Sis What's Good.
Yeah, and I want to let you know the other co-host, she will no longer be with us. So it's just me and T rocking this thing out.
Yes, and we wish her nothing but success and love and everything that she does. But another shout out to my boy Rich, who was able to allow us to use this platform at Black Ink Radio. Y'all make sure y'all come down here, come get your tattoos, tune in to Black Ink Radio on YouTube. And another thing too, if you have any comments, please comment on our pages. We want to hear, if you want to hear certain issues and topics talked about on our show, make sure that you are commenting. Send us a message. Let us know. We want that involvement because y'all are who we are here for and to spread the love. So you know it. It's your hottest, most innovative, flyest, ratchet, classy, bougie podcast in the land. What is it called? At Sis.
What's good?
We out.
Black Ink 125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now.